What have you all? My name is Andre and welcome to a quick video about mods. I got a comment from somebody who goes by the name of Shade, and he asks, what mods are you using that seem to all be compatible with most recent releases? Okay, so I'm going to show you my mod list, and it's basically the ones that I consider to be the best on the game. Now, I don't know all of the mods, of course, and if you have more mods that you find that are better than the ones that I have, or that are useful, please share with them. Share them with me. By the way, I try to only have quality of life mods. Okay, so by the way, guys, if you enjoy this video, why not subscribe to the channel? You know, maybe hit the like button and try to watch this until the end. Thank you. So let's begin. I have two mods that are not exactly quality of life. Apart from those two, everything else is quality of life. So first one is efficient supply. Now, what is the efficient supply mod? Basically, allows you to make duplicants be more efficient in terms of grabbing materials to supply them. So, for instance, imagine you need 1 ton of sandstone, and you have spread around 50 kilograms of sandstone here and there and there, but you have like a pile of 800 kilograms a bit further away. Now, the way vanilla games, the way vanilla game works, I think, is they will go to the nearest spot with sandstone and grab it, and they might go and turn it in and put it there, then go. So they will make very even though there are short trips, they will make many short trips, gathering all the bits of sandstone that they can grab, and then they'll put it in the construction thing, and it's going to take a long time for the 1 ton of sandstone to be filled. With the efficient supply, I think that they will calculate, okay, where's the biggest pile? Okay, it's there. What will it take? Will it take longer for me to go one trip, grab 800 kilograms and back, and then try to grab 200 kilograms for another place, or go fetch all the other places? And I think they do that math, and it becomes more efficient. So they will try to grab bigger piles, something like that. Second one, no drop. No drop is actually a lifesaver. If you have a long ladder, for instance, it will happen many times that your duplicants are going all the way up to the ladder or down with something in their hand, and eventually they have to rest or they do something. So they'll drop the item and they'll do the other thing. Now, if this happens all over and over and over and over again, you might end up with dead duplicants. For instance, if you have a ladder that is on the way to your food source, if every time that they are grabbing something of the food source, they all of a sudden need to go somewhere else, they will drop the food source or something to supply food or something. And if this happens over and over again, you'll start not having resources for your food. Okay? With the no drop, they will only drop the items once they hit some floor. So if they are in a ladder or something, they will not drop the item. Once they hit the floor, they will drop it. Okay? That's good. Wounded, go to medbed. Now this is also a lifesaver, because what it will do is, if a duplicant gets wounded, the system will try to find an available medbed for that duplicant. If there is a medbed available, it will send the duplicant. It will set the assigned thing on that medbed for the duplicant. Now, I think there's a bit of a bug. Not a bug. It might be just the way the thing is. I think only when the duplicant gets hurt, it tries to find a medbed. Now, if you have one medbed and it's occupied, and all of a sudden a duplicant gets hurt, he will not find an available medbed, so that will not do anything. I think that works that way. Chain deconstruction, as you can see, I'm not using that because it's not exactly a quality of life. Basically, what it allows you to do is, imagine you have a ladder, right, a big ladder, and you want to deconstruct all of the ladder. The first duplicant that deconstructs one part of the ladder, everything that's attached to that ladder that's set to deconstruct, it will automatically be deconstructed. It's a bit overpowerful, so I stopped using it. Q for sinks. This is not exactly a quality of life. This is a change in the game mechanics. So here's how the game works. You have one sink. A duplicant passes by that sink. If the sink is available and the duplicant needs to wash his hands, he will stop, wash his hands. If he goes by a sink, the sink is not available because another duplicant is there washing his hands, then the duplicant will go by the sink, not washing his hands. This mod will force the duplicant to queue, wait for the sink to be available, and then once the sink is available, the duplicant will wash his hands and go away. Okay, so that's not exactly a quality of life. Second one, also not exactly a quality of life. Simpler pip plant rule. Now, what does this do? If you have a pip and you have an area with no plants, he will stop planting seeds sporadically, but there are rules for that. A pip will only plant a seed if there are no seeds available. I don't know how many tiles above, I don't know how many tiles below, and forth and back, you know. So there's a range area in which the pip will plant a seed, and no more seeds will be planted in that range. Now, there's what this does is it shortens that range to only one tile. So if you have a horizontal thing, the pip will plant every other tile. He will plant a seed. That will allow you to make very short nature reserves. Okay, you can have like an eight wide room and have eight wide room and have 4 plants being planted there by pips, you know, because he will plant every other tile. So yeah, it's good. It's not quality of life. Sweep by type. Okay, it allows you to filter what you want to sweep. So you press K to sweep, you choose what filters you want to set, you'll swipe, and it will only select those of that type, which is a very good thing. Build over plants. Now, if you this is mainly because of ladder. For instance, you're putting a ladder through a way, and there's a plant on the way to the ladder. So the way the vanilla game works is the ladder will not be built because there's a plant there, which sucks. So this orders the uproot of the plant at the same time that it does the build thing. So you'll have the build order being there. You'll see the blueprint there, but at the same time there's an uproot order to be for the plant to be removed, which is good. Deconstructible point of interest props. This one is what demolish does now. So you have to have a duplicant with the demolish trait skill in order for the duplicant to be able to demolish the already built buildings that are on the map. This is older than that, and it allows you to any duplicant to deconstruct those buildings. Useful tag slide. I don't use this, but it's very useful. Imagine you have gas reservoirs or liquid reservoirs. You don't know what they contain until you select them. You can put, if you have many of them, you want to see what's in them, you can have tags next to those. So tags are items. You can place whatever you want, and then you can choose which display it will be on the tag. So oxygen, sandstone, whatever you want. There are a number of them that you can select. It's very useful for gases, for instance, so that you know where you have your hydrogen, your natural gas, your oxygen, all that stuff. Lights out, another one that I don't use, but it's very interesting because it allows you to dim the map parts that are not lit, so that you know exactly what your duplicants can see. Remember, duplicants that work in the dark work with 15% less. They don't get the 15% buff of lit workspace, so it's very important. I don't use it, but it's interesting. Paint walls. This allows you to have dry walls being colored based on the item that they're built on or built with. Show industrial machinery tag. This is very useful. If you tick a machine, some machines are industrial, like the metal refinery. Some machines are not, like a gas pump. There are rooms that don't allow industrial machines to be built inside that room. For instance, ranches. This little excuse me, this little mod will put a red label on the description of each machine that is industrial. So it says industrial machine, which is good. Achievement progress. I don't use this, but apparently there's if you go to the pause menu, there's an achievement button. You press that. There are like 5 or 10 achievements that you have achieved or not. Just I don't know. I picked this one. I might even actually remove it. Wallpaper. This is not exactly a quality of life. This is a cheaty one. This allows you to build a wallpaper that will hide pipes and wires. Okay, so in your base you have a bunch of wires and pipes, and it's kind of ugly. By building wallpapers, the buildings will be put in front of the wallpaper, so you'll still see the buildings, but the pipes, wires, and conveyor rails will be behind the wall, so you won't see them. I think they give out, and that's why this is not exactly a quality of life. This will give out a bit of decor. So bigger building menu is just when you press a menu, instead of having like only 2 tiles height on the menu, this one has like 10, so it's a bigger menu. Bigger camera zoom out. This allows you to zoom out the camera all the way to almost fit the map in your screen, which is very, very good. Geyser average output tooltip. This one's very good as well. Once you analyze a geyser or event, this will display on the description of that geyser or vent an average output. So it will tell you how much that geyser or vent will spill out in grams or kilograms per second. Now, it will give you both active averages and total averages. So throughout its lifetime cycle, it's going to spill out less than the active, because the geyser and the vents will become inactive every cycles or whatever it's called. I'm not English. Blueprints fixed. Blueprints are what the name says. So you are able to copy and paste things that you want to build. So you can copy and you can save them and load them. It's very good. Basically, it allows you to make blueprints of your buildings. Pliers fixed. Now, pliers, even though it's a quality of life, it's a bit not quality of life. Imagine you have a pipe, and a pipe is connected, right? You select the, and the pipe is it forms a pipe. Now, between 2 tiles, you can either have a pipe or not, right? You can have that. You can have like 2 pipes horizontally or vertically going all the way up. They are one tile. They are adjacent in tiles, but they are not connected. Now, if you have a pipe and you want to disconnect the connection between 2 tiles, you need to deconstruct the pipe from one tile and then reconstruct it again. There's no way you can sever the connection. The pliers do that. You'll select 2 pipes, 2 connected pipes, and it will sever that connection. The only thing that this is a bit cheaty is the fact that no duplicant is required to make this operation. You can do that on the fly. Suppress notifications. Suppress notifications is a mod that will allow you to basically do that. Suppress notifications. Imagine you don't have, you have your what's it called? Your electric grill, and you don't have you're setting it to make barbecue forever, and you don't have any meat, so you have a red square on the grill that says you don't have enough resources to make the recipes. Now that's a bit, and on top of the game of the screen, there's also a thing that says that some buildings lack resources, something like that. But there's a button on the building that allows you to suppress the current notification. So if you are lacking meat, because it happens, it will never tell you. So it's good and bad. Be careful with that. Gas overlay. Basically, this pumps up when you pull up the gas overlay. There's a very short range of colors, and it's very, you know, it's very not beautiful. Let's say very useful, but not beautiful. The gas overlay allows you to make colors more beautiful on the map, on the gas overlay. I can't explain it all that good. You need to try it out. Customizable speed is basically just that. So it allows you to set, so the game has 3 speeds, right? Or 4. When it's stopped, then it's 1, 2, and 3. And you can customize those 1, 2, and 3. And I have mine for 1, 3, and 6. Okay, so my game runs faster because of this. And the last one is the research queue. This one allows you to queue up research. So instead of having to wait for the research to finish so that you can set up the next research, you can just press shift, pick every research that you want to do, and the researcher will just keep on doing it. And that's it. My friends, it was a very short video, 15 minutes. I hope this was helpful. As I've said, if you have any mods that you think that are useful, share them with me, please. And I hope that this mod list will help you out as well. And that's it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on this video, and I hope to see you all on my next video. Bye-bye.